Technology in the future. City of the future.
Think about the world in 2050. How do you think it will be? How do you imagine the cities and buildings, means of transportation, electronic devices, and professions in the future?
You will prepare an oral presentation to your classmates about this topic. Can you imagine what the city of the future will look like?
Will people travel by airplanes or space shuttles? How fast will cars be? Will they fly? Will people be able to travel to outer space and visit planets such as Mars?
Let's think about it. What kind of leisure activities will people have in the future? Can you guess?
Some specialists say it will be the end of the TV area. Do you agree? Why? What about movies? Will there still be 3D movies or will there be new resources? Which ones? Will movies be able to convey smells and sensations? Will it be possible to interact with the movie you are watching? And what about the future of books? Will printed books still exist?
And what about the places where people will live?
Will there be houses or only buildings? Will they be large or small? Will there be sensors for lights and appliances to start working by themselves?
And what about the overpopulation in the world?
Where do you think people will live? In the mountains? In the countryside? In huge and well-equipped buildings in the city? On other planets? Which ones?
What about schools?
How will students learn in 2050? Some researchers say that there will not be physical schools or universities. Do you agree? In case there are physical schools or universities, will the classrooms have boards and desks as we know them? What devices will teachers use to teach their students?
And what about the professions in the future?
What will the most popular professions be? Will there be professions that do not yet exist? Can you imagine which ones? Do you think that instead of people we will have robots working in factories and at home?
Now it's your turn. Prepare your oral presentation about the future in 2050 and the city of the future. To remember, let's review some topics about the city of the future that you can include in your presentation. Houses and buildings, means of transportation, places to live, leisure activities, schools and universities, technology at home, professions. You can also search the internet for other topics of your interest, such as food, medicine, clothing, etc. But before you start, let's review how to prepare an oral presentation. Let's practice. Choose the correct answers.
How should you prepare yourself for an oral presentation? A. Think about questions that can help you organize your speech. B. Make a recording with all the information to show the audience. C. Take notes of the main points you should remember during your presentation. D. Research on the topic and look for different materials to enrich your presentation: photos, videos, texts. E. Write down all the information to be read during your presentation. If you chose A, C, and D, you are right. These are good strategies to prepare yourself for an oral presentation.
Choose the correct answers.
What can you do to make your oral presentation more comprehensible? A. Use only pictures to communicate your ideas. B. Pay attention to the tone of your voice and pronounce the words clearly. C. Speak in a natural way and interact with the audience. D. Speak fast to finish your presentation soon. E. Use images or videos and complete sentences to communicate your ideas. If you chose B, C, and E, you are right. These are good strategies to communicate your ideas in an oral presentation.
Now it's your turn.
Now that you know more about oral presentations and have an interesting topic and questions to be answered, it's time to prepare your oral presentation about cities in 2050 to present to your classmates.
Oral presentation, check.